guys, it's Robin, RsIslandCrafts, and this is Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, February 26, 2019. Last Tuesday of February. As you may see, I have a new quilt for this week. Our weekdays are still really busy Monday through Friday. We're out of the house every single day now, so I am getting a lot of knitting done, but I'm not getting a lot of the other little things. But I did still manage to find time for some sewing on Saturday. I used up some more of my string blocks and made the half square triangles like I did in a previous quilt. I mentioned then that I didn't want to use black, that I used that steel gray, that kind of blue-gray color. And I didn't want to use black because I was concerned that not a lot of little kids, the parents might not want them to have black quilts. And a lot of you said that you use black for your Linus quilts and use black with the grandkids and stuff like that. And a lot of kids just love it. And I went ahead and gave it a shot. I personally love the way it turned out. I love bright colors against the black like that. But this time I decided to go in the zigzag pattern, as you can see. Once again, it's just, I think I used 20 half square triangles. No, 21 maybe. Yeah, because the layout says 6 across and 7 down. So that's 42, and half of 42 is 21. So most of you know that if you put a 6.5 inch square onto a 6.5 inch other piece of fabric, in this case it was the string blocks, that when you make two half square triangles out of it, you get 2 of them. So for every string block that I had, I managed to get 2 half square triangles. That's a lot of jibber jabber just to say that I used 42 squares to make this, and that was 21 of my string blocks. I think I probably only have 4 or 5 string blocks made, so I'm going to have to get on that and start making some more string blocks. I haven't sewn string blocks in a while, and how many times can I say string blocks in this video? If I was good, I could have a little tally down there, but I'm not that good. So yeah, string blocks is one of those things that I like to do on those bored Sundays when you just want to sew and maybe it's a little rainy out and you just want something to do, but you don't really want to dig into a big quilt. I just like to take all my scraps and just sew them down onto, I use paper versus fabric. I prefer, even though you have to peel the paper off, I prefer to do it that way. So I use paper for mine, and then I just sew away. I can get 10 or 20 done in a day in just a few hours of sewing, so they go really quick. They go really quick when you already have a bunch of strings set aside for it, but if you have to sit there and cut fabric constantly, then it's going to take you a bit longer. One day we'll make string blocks together. But I really like the way this turned out. Right now it's only like 31 by 36. I have a couple more half square triangles that I'm going to make, so I think I might just go ahead and add one more border along here, and then it'll make it around the 36 by 36. That way it'll be 7 across and 7 down, kind of make it pretty square. If my squares were all cut evenly, they would be square, right? So that's my quilt for this week. I did find out this past week, maybe the week before, that I was cleared and I'm now certified as a 25 and 4 to make those little preemie baby diaper shirts that I believe I showed you guys a couple weeks ago. So that's another project. I'm waiting for some things to come in the mail for that. So I'm going to be really digging into that one too. So those are going to be my 2 main charities of the year. I'm going to make these quilts, and then I'm going to make the little preemie shirts. Those little itty bitty tiny babies are so adorable when you put them in like a Mario or Luigi little itty bitty bitty and it does take some of that pressure off the parents to know that they have a nice handmade outfit to put on their little tiny baby, so they don't have to go and worry about spending a lot of money on something or trying to buy like doll clothes or something like that, because those are scratchy for these babies. The ones that we're going to be making are flannel and shirts. I'm going to put a link to their website down below, so if you guys want to check it out and see what it's all about. There's a nice little story about how it got started and things like that. So yep, so I got 1 quilt done this week. That's it. I really wanted to have 2. I have it all set up to make a second one. I just ran out of time. I don't normally just run out of time. I usually run out of steam and ambition, but right now we are just too busy and I just ran out of time. So that's okay. I still have my extra one just in case, and maybe next week I'll be able to make 2 then. So am I the only person that loves to make string blocks, or do you guys go a little crazy with the scraps too? Leave a comment down below and let me know if you've ever made a string quilt before. That's all I got this week. I'll see you next week. Bye!